I would like to see the Bucks play in Raymond James, but Miami has been a second home to me at a different point in my life.
Oh Lord,
So
let's not go there.
yeah, I haven't been in a really long time. I haven't been in
go
a really
there.
long time. Yeah, I
Let's
haven't
go
been in a
there.
really long time. Yeah.
That's Gurney's land.
I learned Spanish as soon as I touched ground. As soon as I touched the white sands. Spanish. What episode is this, Wells?
This is episode number 13. Hey, we are past halfway, guys. You know what
Yeah,
they
we're
say? After 21 episodes, you in the top 1% of podcasting. That's where we want to be. And so we're gonna keep going after 21 episodes, but we're definitely gonna claim that title. And we're gonna put it on our website, up 1% podcast in the whole world. So we're gonna make it happen. But today, on episode 13, we're building vision with Dr. Caleb St. Jean. Hey, bring him, bring him.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Soundboard.
Board.
Insert soundboard here. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get a soundboard. We've been talking about this since like episode 3.
By episode 21, we will have a soundboard.
Soundboard, yeah.
God willing, and the budget provides.
When we make it top 1%, we'll have a soundboard. We'll give you top 1% content. We already are, so. But yeah, today we got Dr. Caleb St. Jean. He's an optometrist for Eyes on Central in St. Petersburg, Florida. And so Caleb's been a friend to me since 2017. It's a very funny story how we met, but we met at Chipotle. Caleb loves Chipotle. And he came to Gainesville. Caleb went to me and Gurney's alma mater. How you say this?
Alma mater.
Yeah, that were.
Alma mater.
Yes, you're Florida. Go Gators. Yeah, so Caleb came up.
Yeah.
We got 3 Gators on the call. Yeah, Caleb came up to like visit mutual friends of ours, and I got to meet Caleb, a fellow Haitian. I was like, instantly we just like started talking. Ever since then, man, we've been hitting it up, from dancing salsa to talking business, to even going on trips. We went on a cruise.
We did.
We did.
Carnival cruise, 3 days.
Carnival cruise, 3 days.
Unforgettable 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done so much. I was in Caleb's wedding, and that was really fun. We went. A bachelor party was lit. ATL. So yeah, I've known Caleb ever since he started this business, which is insane. Like this been like how long? Since like since you left college, right, Caleb? Like you've been starting your own practice as Eyes on Central, and so yeah, he's been in the game for a minute now, and so yeah, Caleb, we just happy to have you on. Yeah, go ahead and just tell us a bit more about yourself and how Eyes on Central started, like from the beginning.
For sure. Thank you for the kind introduction, Wells. It's been good knowing you since 2017, like you said. Thank you, Todd, for having me on. Thank you, Garnice. I know Brandon and Al isn't with us, but thank you for having me on your podcast. I love what you all represent, your values, family-oriented, excellence and growth. Keep up the good work. Seriously, keep up the good work. As you said, Wells, I'm Dr. Caleb St. Jean, or Saint Jean, my fellow Haitian, right? So I am Haitian. I was born in Haiti, came out here when I was 1 year old, so I'm pretty much American. Graduated from UF in 2012, graduated from Nova Southeastern College of Optometry in 2016. So I've had Eyes on Central since 2022. It fell on my lap, funny enough. I met Dr. Deborah Davis at a doctor's meeting. So we have local society meetings, and she sat down next to me and said, "Hey, who are you? I've never seen a Black optometrist here in St. Pete." And I let her know who I was, and she said, "You need to come practice with me." And I said, "Okay." 2 weeks later, she broke her ankle. She asked me to come in Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I fell in love with the patient base. Patients had nothing nice to say about Dr. Deborah. She's been in the game for 30 plus years. So for patients to follow her for that long means that the patients love to practice. They love the doctor. They love the feeling that they get when they walk through the door. And I received that love immediately. And so we bought the practice in 2022. She was getting ready to retire. And we're just a business that's here to serve the eye care community in St. Pete. We love people. We love giving vision. We love giving sight. We have stylish eyewear from Gucci to Prada to Ray-Ban to Oakley. The list goes
Talking our
on.
language.
There it is, girl. You come on through. Take the trip behind me, please. I got a pair of Gucci's on right now. Come on through.
Period.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, yeah, that's dope. Recently, you guys had a huge renovation due to like the storm. Wasn't I forgot the name of this hurricane that went through St. Pete
Milton.
Timber.
Well, never forget
Milton,
the name.
yes.
Milton. There was a
Milton,
few that came through. Milton
yeah.
was October the 8th.
Yeah. And then I guess Milton kind of caused some damage to your practice, and you guys have done some incredible. I got to see it personally. Incredible. I haven't seen the mural behind us. You wanna like that mural behind you guys, brand new. I wish we can like maybe the thumbnail would be like you guys mural of the practice of this podcast, but I wish people need to go and see the new place. It's like I call it the future of vision. It looks so like 10 years from now, the experience wise of what people are gonna get. I think you really brought your creativity. I like what you want to do. I know we've been talking business for years. I know you have like so many innovation ideas we talked about to make optometry like something that like people can go and experience. And so tell us about like the new reopening. What you guys plan to do more? Like what's your innovation ideas? I know you have a lot. And so
Mhm. For sure, for sure. You mentioned a mural, so we just wanted to embody St. Pete, really. We have the Gulfport Casino out that way. We have the Dolly. We have the Skyway Bridge. We have the Don Cesar. And so we even have a shoe there, some classic yellow Chucks. So our logo is just black and yellows are our colors. And so we love to have fun here. And so with that being said, just like you said, we just wanted people to walk through the door and just say, wow, right? We want them to feel welcome. We want them to feel loved. And so that's the vision. That's what we're going for. So with that being said, I like to provide the latest and the greatest technology. When it comes to diagnostic equipment and tools, right, we have an Optos, which is a digital retinal machine that allows me to see the back of the eye. It gives me 200-degree view of the back of the eye to make sure that everything's okay back there, to look for any conditions that could cause blindness, that can lead to vision loss, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, the list goes on. We have an OCT, which is pretty much an ultrasound of the eye to help me manage glaucoma, macular degeneration, and etc. We have wearable tech. We have the Ray-Ban Metas, right? I gifted
yeah,
my groomsmen Metas for my wedding. Wells has a pair.
I do
And
have a
Yeah.
so
pair. They've been great.
And he's
we have
been
nuance.
showing out.
Right, right. We have a nuance, something called nuance audio, where it's hearing aids, visual hearing aids. And so you have glasses that you could hear out of. So not just see out of, but you could hear out of. And so we're offering our community the best that's out there.
Yeah, yeah. And as just I definitely just got to see that one hand as someone that is love technology, and we kind of jump ideas all the time. I remember you called me on the phone like, "Yo, Wells, I'm about to get like a bunch of these network equipment. I'm about to like up the game and how like my whole network infrastructure is safety, security, all those things, and even getting just new equipment for your building. How excited you are! It just shows like you're so passionate about this, Caleb. Like a lot of people that there's not a lot of people in their field that are passionate about um you know their day-to-day job and like their career. I do know the backstory of like why you got into optometry. I don't know if you want to just like let Gurneys and Todd kind of hear like why you so passionate about it, why you put so much time and effort and making sure that people get like uh best, and you guys are getting the best. He's my eye doctor, so
I appreciate it. My love and passion for optometry came at a young age. My mom has glaucoma, which is a condition that causes peripheral visual loss. So ever since I was 5, I witnessed my mom bump into things, fall over. And so in church, whether we were at parks, at ceremonies, weddings, I would have to hold my mom's hand and guide her around. And so I saw what glaucoma can do firsthand. It affects the African American population way more than any other population. And so you can't cure glaucoma, right? You can treat and manage it with drops of surgeries and lasers. And so that's where my passion came from, was from my mom's blindness. And I started wearing glasses when I was in the 5th grade and doing contacts in middle school. And so my world was very much, right, revolved around vision. And so I'm a glaucoma suspect because my mom has it. And so if anyone has a family history of glaucoma, they should definitely get their eyes checked. But that's where my love for optometry came from, was from wearing glasses and my mom.
I love that. No, that hits home a lot too. Because I remember I used to see my mom too wearing glasses, my brother, although it
Right.
was not at that level, it made me take vision extremely important, right? Constantly going to the eye doctor, wearing contacts. I used to be so scared, but now I can do it. I did want to ask though too, and thanks for sharing that story. So in terms of services, right? Especially me living down here in South Florida, and I know Eyes on Central is gonna be in South Florida soon. I'm just claiming it. So down here, it's just so popular, right? For there to be certain conditions, but also cosmetic eye surgery. I actually used to work with the doctor, and he does color changing. He also does, of course, laser eye surgery, but the color changing is what really caught my eye. And so I know you all are big on like tech and innovative surgeries, ideas and things of that nature. So I'd love to learn how that ties into the variety of services that you all offer as well.
For sure, for sure. We definitely do offer colored contacts. One of the biggest companies, Alcon, they make Air Optics colors and fresh looks. So with that being said, whatever color that you can think of or imagine, you could probably get. There's a company called Clear Labs, actually based out of Miami, and they have a lot more variety of colors. And so a lot of folks, they do want to change their eye color to go out to an event, right? To add a little bit more character to their personality. And so we do offer colored contacts. When it comes to the surgical aspect, I can't perform any of those things. I don't know any doctors personally that does that. So you may have to send me that link or needs.
Like the permanent
That's
color changing.
right, right. Haven't heard of that. So that would be new to me. I would need to look some more into that. I haven't heard of any doctor
Mhm.
changing the iris specifically.
Well, I like that.
Caleb, when you showed that mural of St. Pete, I think it's hilarious because I've been to St. Pete many times. My dad's side of the family is, if you meet any Valentines in St. Pete, it's a 98% chance I'm related to him. But don't, like, just be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just hop off the
Okay.
bed. Wait for them to tell you their last name. But
Right, right.
yeah, man, like, so I've never seen that side of St. Pete. And I think it's just cool that you show that side of St. Pete, and being a black doctor in St. Pete. That's so dope. And then also, that likewise connection of, we talked about before coming on here. My mother-in-law is an optometrist, so I think it's just full of connection. But talk to us a little bit about the business side of like being a small business owner and having your optometry practice. Like, it's not necessarily all medicine, but there is a little bit of a business aspect to it. What does that look like on a day to day? Obviously, just kind of what are some of those challenges that you have, and also what are some of those things that, hey, I really enjoy about being a small business owner.
Yeah, it's definitely is an honor and a privilege to be private practice here in St. Pete, because there's a lot of competition, right? You have your Warby Parkers, you have your LensCrafters, your VisionWorks, your Eyeglass World. So there is a lot of competition when it comes to that. So to be in a niche practice is special, because I can offer more things that the big box folks cannot, like specialty contacts. Where I could do something called scleral contact lens fitting, where I could treat keratoconus, right? There's a lot of different things I can do where the big guys will go ahead and refer. They don't have time for that because it's more so volume, right? So that's kind of how they make, right, their profits, is getting as many people through the door and getting them out the door. So with me, it's a little bit more personalized. It's a little bit more tailored, right? So you could receive the complete care, because it's hard to give an eye exam in 5 minutes. So I like to sit down with my patients, get to learn more about them, hear their lifestyle, hear about their family history, their medical history, and then go from there. If there's anything that I can't take care of, right, I would go ahead and refer. And so that's one of the main things. So first you have to look at the patient, right? Because everything is patient centered, right? What services do I offer? And we've talked about specialty contacts, right? We talked about nuance audio. There's some called Vital Vision, which is vision training for the eyes they can do from home. It's a vision therapy program. I offer NeuroLens, right? If you suffer from headaches and migraines, eye strain, there's a pair of glasses that can help align the eyes when it comes to that. And so all these different things lead to profitability, right? And so you look to see what's best for the patient, because if it's good for the patient, it's good for the practice. And so obviously you could talk about profit and loss, you could talk about payroll, you could talk about, right, just rent, right, loans. And so there's a lot of things that go into it, right? But what services are you offering, right? What frame lines are you offering? Are people purchasing from us? Are they not? If they're not, you have to ask the question why, right? And where are they going? Is it because I don't carry a certain line? Hey, let me know what you like us to have. Do you want Tom Ford? All right, let me look into Tom Ford. Let's see what the wholesale cost is so that I can look into, right, pricing it accordingly. So obviously you don't want to give away anything for free, but there has to be some margin, right, to go ahead and profit. And so it's a dance. It's a balance. Talked about competition, right? You have the 1-800 contacts and the Zenny opticals, right? The reason why their glasses are cheap is because one, it technology, and two, they can mass produce it, right? And so that's how I would answer that question.
So even with the big box brands, the big power players that are kind of in the industry there, what's your approach been to marketing and even just like staying connected with the community that you're in? Because that's an
Um,
advantage as a small business owner that you have more so than the Warby Parkers and the big box brands.
all right, that's good. That's good. Word of mouth. Word of mouth goes a long way. So patient walks through the door, we hand them a few business cards and say, hey, get all your family members in here. Tell your friends about it, especially with this beautiful practice that God has blessed me with. Hey, let people know that we are out here, that we are back. We've been back for 5 weeks now. So just letting folks know that we need all the support we can because we're in recovery mode. With that being said, I was the only one that took a loss from the hurricane. Got a lot of patients that suffered loss. And so a lot of them are back, some of them aren't. And so I'm so praying for them. So we pray that there's no hurricanes this season.
Amen.
Word of mouth, recall system is very important. So what does that mean? So you come in today, hey, I'm going to see you, Todd. I'm going to see you this time next year. Come on in for your comprehensive eye exam. Make sure that your eye health is okay. Even if you feel like everything's okay, please still come out to get your eyes checked, right? Because if folks keep coming out, we could sustain ourselves as a business. So Facebook, IG, right? All those things we do, postings. We door to door as well. We visit local businesses and hand them goodie bags. We have our business cards inside. We have a lens cleaning material, lens cleaning cloths in there, and let HR know to let their employees know that hey, we accept your insurance. Please come on by, get your eyes checked. We're right down the street. So that's another way that we market. When it comes to community involvement, the Great American Teach-In is something that I participate in. So it's pretty much where you just go into a classroom and you just teach the kids. Thurgood Marshall's middle school just down the street. I had the opportunity to go in and teach the kids eye anatomy. I bought little eye models with me and just handed it out and say, hey, what was this part of the eye called? They're like the cornea, the iris, right, the retina. And so it was just a good time because the kids have to know that optometry is an option. And not only that, Black kids have to know that optometry is an option. There's only 3% of us that are practicing in optometry. And so why is that, right? And so if you can get into the school systems, let them know that it's an option, right? Not just the MD route or the dentist route, but optometry is also available. And so there's 13% of Blacks in the US. There should be 30% of optometrists as well. That's representative, but no, it's 3%. And so that's one thing that I do. There's community health fairs that take place that I take part in as well. And so just go out and speak about glaucoma or just do some glaucoma screenings. So that's been good as well, just to raise awareness that folks need to get their eyes checked on yearly.
Well, yeah, speaking of Caleb, as you were talking about, going to the eye doctor, I just had my yearly. And so my sight is like still good, it's still maintaining. But I found out, and this is the craziest thing ever, like in the corner of my eyes, I have eyelashes growing.
Okay.
Thought that was crazy. I'm like, that's got to be the wild. Like, you ain't know. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, man, you the 0.0.9999%. I'm kidding.
I'm like, yo, I'm yeah. The guy was like, yeah, you're gonna always experience discomfort there. Like, if it's really bad, you can get
Right.
surgery. But I was like, nah, it ain't that bad, bro. But like
Right.
that joint kind of, I was like, man, that's kind of like,
Surgery.
yeah, like I'm kind of, it's like I'm a mutant or something. Like that's not
You're
normal,
good.
is it?
You're good. I've seen patients that do have eyelashes growing out of their canthus, and so
Yeah, that's what he
you're
said.
good. You're normal. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you, but
That kind of
you
tripped me
should be
out,
good.
dude.
It may cause some irritation because as you blink, the eyelash may irritate. You can pluck them out yourself too if they get long enough, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah. I
surgery
think
out
they
there.
just like really fine, right? Like I think they're like not.
Right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that was
right,
crazy. That was
right.
crazy.
I
First
hear
time
you.
ever hearing that.
Congrats.
Whoa.
Yeah, I definitely want to jump into. I think you mentioned something when the whole storm, like the roof, all that your practice was like, et cetera, et cetera. But it just shows it shows that like you guys are definitely involvement in the community, have really good relationship. Where another practice allow you guys to just be there alongside, like you guys could do your service alongside inside their building while like you guys are getting your other building, I guess, fixed. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like when I walked in to get my eye exam, there was one side that practice, they made a whole different section for you guys. Like they took half of their space to allow you guys to just come in. It just shows that like, to me, it was like, oh, that's cool business collaboration. I didn't know like, yeah, it was like that. Usually people don't want to collab with their competitor, but I guess that's shows that you got a good relationship. And I feel like that, all of us here like Christian, I know you go Greenhouse Church and you do a lot of mentorship, things like that. How has like your faith kind of like really like morally like guide you in this like whole business aspect? Because it can be like, cutthroat. And just having that relationship with that practice, allowing you guys to come in tells me a lot about just how your relationship with that owner and their relationship with you is probably like spectacular. So like how's your faith like how's balancing business, community, and like your personal faith? How's that guiding you throughout this like business journey? Because I know it's not easy.
Right. For sure. My faith played a big role. Thankful to Jesus for everything that's happened. It's totally cool to say that now, but while I was in the thick of it, it was rough. Or you asked the question, hey, why is this happening to me? But like I said, I wasn't the only one. Other businesses were affected. People's homes were affected. Some people got 5 feet of water inside their place. So, but just a lot of prayer. Even with my wife, Can, she was there in the thick of it with me as well. My church folks just praying with me and just helping me move when I needed to move things all out of the building. So everything had to leave here, right, to go into storage. While the contractors and construction folks, they could come in, just knock down what they need to knock down. And I just made crazy phone calls, right? I called so many businesses to say, hey, can I rent some space from you? Because I still have patients to see, right? And so shout out to Gulf Coast and Dr. Manning and those folks for renting me a space and allowing me to operate in that environment, just letting me stay there for 9 months. So that was a blessing. That was a godsend just to be able to support my team, because not just my mouth had to feed, right? So there was my team and I'm thankful to my team. Shout out to Vicky, my office manager, just for just everything that she did, just meeting up with the contractors, meeting up with the public adjusters, meeting up with the insurance people. The list goes on, right? We have Alyssa, we have Otis, we have Chris, we have Stacy. And so just thankful that God surrounded me with a great team to follow me to, right, that spot where I saw you at Wells, and to then follow me back here. So that just goes to show it's not just a one man show. It's a team, and so I'm nothing without my team. And so
Yeah, that's what's up. You do have a 5-star team out there, especially with Vicky, the Fosters, man. They just been like they're like I need to get them on the pod. That's what I need to do. I can get them on the pod because they're
Sure.
like
Get Dave on
they
there, get Vicky
breathe
on
and
there.
live.
Some 1031 exchange.
Yeah, bro. They breathe and live business. And I know they have like a podcast, or they've been on a podcast. It's like super popular podcast. I think Dave
Right.
said to me one time. And so yeah, they're like they've been in the game for a long time. They know the ins and out of every single business, which is I need to like definitely we get them on the podcast, talk to them about like some really good things.
1031.
I feel like
1031 exchanges.
Dave and Vicky's gonna show up and just sling abbreviations at us left and right. Being speaking so technical, it's gonna be pretty dope. But Caleb, I know like you got this new space, which is incredible. Gurneys, Todd, Al, all of us gotta come one day to see a new space. And I
Please
gotta
do.
see the rest that's been done, all the setups. But what's your visions, Caleb, for Eyes on Central in the next 5 years? You got
Well,
this.
I think y'all already said it. Gurney said, "Hey, I got to be out in Miami." Todd said, "I'm gonna have to go to Georgia. I got to be out in Gainesville."
North
But
Carolina. Don't go to
Yes.
Georgia. North
oh, North
Carolina.
Carolina. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Thank
yeah, 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 yeah,
you for the
yeah.
reminder.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah,
that
because
being
I
said,
definitely knew it, and I need a new eye doctor down here.
so just being realistic, I'm not gonna go to Miami. So just continue being committed to the
Maybe
community.
Palm Beach.
Yeah.
That's still like, hey, you got the bright line. Come on over. The bright line will take you here.
I
Yeah,
got you.
that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, so we're still rebuilding. It's just been really hard to think about the future because I'm still in recovery mode. Still things to be done around here. But with that being right, we're planning our grand reopening. We're actually going to plan it around the anniversary of Hurricane Milton. So around the 8th and 9th, around that timeline. But with that being said, just to continue to be committed to the community, to be committed to the practice, just to serve and provide the best eye care that I can. Right, as new technology come out, letting my patients experience that. Right, as new frame lines come out, letting patients experience that. Just expanding what I'm already doing. So maximize my days here would be one thing. Maybe opening another practice in St. Pete, possibly hiring another doctor to share the patient load because I just got married, celebrated 1 year. So, it's family coming to the play, into the mix, right? To be a family man, to take care of the little ones when the little ones come. And so I do want to balance that aspect as well. And so just setting myself up for that so I could be there for my family.
I love
That's what's up.
that. Yes, we're gonna
You said,
claim it.
yeah, you said the grand reopening is September 8th?
October 8th. We're planning
October
for
8th.
October 8th and 9th because Milton hit the 8th.
Okay,
So that's
okay,
what we're
okay.
planning for.
Got you. What, like this, we got like a couple more questions here for you, Caleb, but what are some advice you're going to give some fellow entrepreneurs facing setbacks,
Wow, that's a loaded question. Setbacks will always come, no matter where you are, who you are. There's always going to be trials in life, right? So just remembering who you are, right? And why you got into what you got into, right? God forbid that you get into a setback like I did, where your building got destroyed, where the roof came off, 2/3 of it came off, and you can't function inside of it. So what I learned from that, man, you got to learn how to delegate, right? Because the whole rebuilding, remediation process, that's a whole separate job in and of itself. And again, I'm thankful for Vicky and my team for helping me with that, right? Talking to insurance companies, talking to remediation people, talking to contractors, talking to the banks, talking to the SBA, right? And there's resources out there, right? So if you're in a career, I'm sure you have an organization, a local organization that you pay dues to. Lean on them for support, fortunate to be part of Vision Source. And so I spoke to them and they supported me through the Vision Source Foundation. So doctors donate to this foundation and they're able to distribute funds to those who are affected, right? Whether it's a hurricane or the fires, right? Out in Cali, whatever it may be. There's resources out there. The AOA helped, the VSP helped. So there was an organization that I reached out to and they supported me. And so just always keep that in mind.
I love that. No, I love that. And they say that's why they say sometimes closed mouths don't get fed, because even in that aspect, where if you kind of just sit and sulk in what's happening in the now, you don't think for the future, how to mitigate it and how to reach out. You don't know what could happen. And that kind of even ties into getting grants, right? Getting assistance programs. I feel like a lot of people let those slip through their fingers from the time they're in college up until adulthood. So I think that's a great system and practice to use, whether things are going bad or well as well. So I love that. I think that's something huge, especially as a leader yourself. And yeah.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's Todd, Gurneys, you guys have like any more questions for Dr. St. Jean of Eyes and Central? Sergeant.
Yes. I just want to ask, so I'm the social media person. I love social media. So where can everybody follow you and support? Website, bookings, St. Pete, Tampa area, right? The areas you, I guess, more so serve. Yeah, I'd love to
Yes.
know.
Yep. Our website is eyesoncentral.com. We have an IG page, Eyes on Central. We have a Facebook page, Eyes on Central. For those who don't use the internet, call us 727-321-6600. If you want to pay us a visit, the address is 4940 Central Ave, St. Pete, Florida, 33707.
Love that. You guys are open Monday through Friday.
Monday through Fridays, 9 to 5.
Let's go. Hey,
You came in on the weekend just for us, man. I love that. We appreciate
There you
that.
go. I will open this Saturday for y'all. Come
That's
on
it.
through.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, great opinion, October 8th. We would love to be there, Caleb.
Okay.
And we definitely can talk about that off the pod.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you, Dr. Jean, for joining us on the VBG Brief. This is episode 13. We're on our way to episode 21 to be the top 1% podcast out there. Thank you again, Eyes on Central. Definitely, guys, check them out on IG, Facebook. Check their website out. They got a bunch of education things on there. I definitely took a look and book an appointment at Dr. Senji, man, because he's my eye doctor. He's about to be Gurney's and Todd. So I don't know about Todd yet because his
Actually,
mother-in-law
May,
might
because
find him.
no, my mother-in-law won't see us. Yeah, she's advised us to go to other eye doctors. So I might, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Come on down, Todd. We got you.
Yeah, let's make it happen, man.
Amen.
Yeah. Hey, guys, follow us, VBG Brief, man. It's been another episode. You know what they say. AKA Todd always says it's always a good time when you talk to good people. So something like that. Did I say a quote right?
You didn't say the
didn't say
outro right, but that's fine. That's fine. Time flies when you're talking to good people. So
There you go.
yeah.
Time
We'll see y'all next
flies.
week. Next
See you
week.
guys
No,
next
we actually will see you next week because
We
it's
will
been a week
see
since
you
we
next
recorded.
week.
Yeah.
Podcast.
It will be an in-person pod.
In-person
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah. So,
Lord,
guys,
Lord willing, and the creeks don't
14.
rise.
Episode 14, in-person podcast. See you guys next week, man. Soundboard out.